Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. I am Fredicia Liburd. St. Kitts and Nevis has recorded one additional death related to COVID-19. Via the situation report, January 24th, health authorities reported that the death toll moved from 31 the day prior to 32. Monday's situation report also showed that there are 602 active cases, with 33 being confirmed within the previous 24 hours. There has been a total of 5,303 cases reported in the Federation since March 2020. 4,669 of that number have recovered. The Ministry and the Department of Agriculture hosted its fourth edition of its Agenda Series on Tuesday, January 25, 2022, at the Malcolm Guichard Recreational Park. Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, in delivering his remarks, spoke of ways to enhance the agricultural sector.
The lessons that we have learned and the realities that we are faced with today suggest to me that we have to do more and talk less. Do more and talk less. We have to plant more. We have to produce more. The realities that we are facing today is that we have issues with supply chains. We have issues with the various products that we are accustomed to walking into any supermarket and pick up. We have issues with pricing as well. Goods are becoming more expensive because of the challenges with transportation. And as such, it brings us full circle to what we are talking about today. And that is fostering economic growth through innovation. And it doesn't say in agriculture in the theme, but that is what we are here to talk about, agriculture. What can we do to foster growth? What can we do to feed ourselves? What can we do to ensure that at the end of it all, our efforts are there to show?
Minister Jeffers also outlined the plans the ministry and the department hopes to achieve for the year 2022.
We are going to plant more. We're going to plant at least 10 different crops that we believe will be our short-term goal for now. We said we're going to increase production in pumpkin. We're going to increase production in watermelon. We're going to increase production in carrots, green pepper, colored pepper. We're going to increase production in sweet potatoes. So we established the crops that we will be focusing on this year. Why I say that is because if we are looking at agriculture from a short-term standpoint now, because there are different levels you can look at, short-term, medium-term, long-term. The short-term goal is to feed ourselves over the next 6 months to a year. And that is why we have selected these crops. So the emphasis from the Department of Agriculture would be good to grow more. You will see that as you travel throughout the island of Nevis. And I say that because I want you to be the judge of our actions. Because, as I said before, we can come and talk all day. We can talk all week. But our actions must be there to show.
Presentations were made by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Colin Dorr, Director of Agriculture, Randy Elliott, Farmer Daniel Arthurton, and former Director of Agriculture, Keithley Amory. Topics covered included a review of 2021, the work plan for 2022, production cycle, market cycle, support structure, and economic impact. Also present at the event were Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, Honourable Eric Evelyn, the Honourable Spencer Brand, the Honourable Hazel Brandy Williams, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture on St. Kitts, Ron Dublin Collins, as well as Nevis, Huey Sargent, and other invited guests. Work to minimize the impact of flooding is currently taking place in the Stony Grove area with the aim of protecting residents of that community. As noted by Brian Dyer, Director of the Nevis Disaster Management Department, historically the area is prone to flooding.
In November of 2011, we had severe flooding here in Stony Grove, where all the bridges in Stony Grove area and in Lower Bad got overtopped by water, and over 27 families here in this area were impacted by flooding. Since then, the government has sought to do some remedial work to mitigate the impact of flooding and flood damage not only to the area but also to the family members and also downstream in Lower Bath. So we are seeing some rock revetment around the edges of the gut and to protect the properties. We're going to say thank you to the Nevis Island government for its foresight in addressing the issue and also the funding received from the Japan Embassy over the years to mitigate the problem of flooding and flood damage here in the Stony Grove area.
Minister of Environment, the Honorable Spencer Brand, is pleased with the progress of the project.
This was a project that started in November of 2021. And as a former resident of Stony Grove, I am fully aware of the issues and challenges that the residents in this area would have faced over the years. And I felt that it was necessary to see the completion of this project. I know it was something that has been promised and thought about for many years, but this section in the Upper Stony Grove area, in the Water Department area, was not completed. I am particularly pleased with the progress that I'm seeing here because I know that this has been a concern of the villagers for many years, and we are indeed delighted to see that we are at this stage where we can bring some relief to the inhabitants along the gut and to the residents in this area. It is for me particularly pleasing because as one who live a stone throw from this very gut, I am fully aware of the danger and the challenges that the villagers face.
Minister Brand also used the opportunity to express appreciation to Dale Claxton of DC Equipment for agreeing to have the project completed.
Indeed, it's a pleasure as a villager to see that this work is being started and hopefully in short order will be completed. Right now, as you see in the background, there's an excavator. We are lining the edge of the gut with some boulders, and shortly we will be reaching up to the Water Department bridge.
Commencing in 2017, the work has been done in stages with funding assistance from the Japan International Cooperation Agency. Still to come, Premier's press conference to take place on Thursday, January 27th. The details right after this break.
My name is Jaden Walters.
And my name is Alicia Walters.
And we are proud students of the Nevis International Secondary School. I took the vaccine to protect myself from catching the deadly coronavirus.
And I took the vaccine to protect my friends and family from contracting COVID-19.
Don't wait, vaccinate!
Welcome back. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, will host his first press conference for 2022 on Thursday, January 27th. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Penny's Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television, Channel 99, nevistvonline.com, NTV Go app, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. The Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration has announced the Republic of Azerbaijan Scholarship Offer 2022. This scholarship program is available to fully vaccinated persons who are interested in pursuing studies at the bachelor's, master's, and doctoral levels. The scholarship covers the tuition fee, a monthly stipend which covers meals, accommodation, and utilities, one international flight per year, and health insurance. Each application form must be accompanied by 2 certified copies of the applicant's diplomas and transcripts, 2 copies of his or her passport, 2 notarized copies of medical certificates, including HIV, hepatitis test, and a 72-hour negative PCR test, 2 photos, and 2 copies of the applicant's resume and motivation letter. Applications and supporting documents must be submitted to the Ministry of Human Resources by Friday, March 4th, 2022 for onward processing. For information on the list of participating universities and how to access the application forms, contact the NIA's Ministry of Human Resources at 469-5521 extension 5166. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.